What happens when the face you trust every morning suddenly disappears overnight, with no warning, no goodbye, just silence? It feels unreal, like waking up and finding a familiar door permanently shut. And that's exactly what America experienced on November 29, 2017. For more than 20 years, Matt Lauer wasn't just a TV host, he was routine. Coffee in one hand, news in the other, and his calm voice guiding millions through their mornings. He interviewed presidents, covered tragedies, and sat at the center of a show pulling in 6 to 6.3 million viewers, dominating ratings for over 800 consecutive weeks. That kind of consistency builds something powerful, trust. And trust, once broken, hits differently. Then came the announcement. Just a few lines. A complaint. Immediate termination. No farewell. No final words. A career worth nearly 30 years, gone in less than 24 hours. You have to ask yourself, how does something that big collapse so fast? To understand it, you have to go back. Before the fame, before the $20 to $25 million yearly contracts, he was just a young man figuring things out. He didn't even finish college. Instead, he worked behind the scenes at small stations learning everything, editing, reporting, producing. No spotlight, no glamour, just grind. That's where he built the skill that made him valuable. Consistency. The ability to stay calm when everything else wasn't. And that calm became his brand. By 1997, he was co-anchor of one of the most powerful shows in American television. Not just a job, an empire. Hundreds of millions in advertising flowed through that morning slot. His presence wasn't just about news, it was business. Influence. Stability. The kind of position where people don't question you easily. But here's where things get uncomfortable. When someone becomes that central, that untouchable, what happens behind the scenes? Do people speak up? Or do they stay quiet? Years later, details began surfacing about alleged behavior that didn't match the image viewers saw. Accounts, investigations, and conflicting stories painted two completely different realities. One side described misconduct and pressure. The other insisted everything was consensual. And suddenly, the man who asked the questions became the question. The timing mattered too. The hashtag #MeToo movement was exploding. Silence was no longer acceptable. Companies were under pressure to act fast, and NBC did. Some saw it as accountability. Others wondered, why now? Were there signs before? The truth is, power can protect until it can't. Behind the headlines, the damage spread further. His marriage of over 20 years ended in 2019 with a $20 million settlement. His public life vanished. No interviews. No comeback tour. Just distance. A man once seen by millions every day, now rarely seen at all. And maybe that's the real story. Not just about fame or failure, but about how quickly everything can change when perception shifts. How a reputation built over decades can collapse in a single moment. And how systems sometimes stay quiet until they can't anymore. So, here's the question you're left with. Is success really about reaching the top, or about what you protect while you're there?